Mr. and Mrs. Zubair Ahmad. Wonderful. Final applause for the bride and groom. And after they have a seat, have yourselves a seat. It's nice up here, right? Nice view. You get to see the whole thing. Oh my God, there's drones right here. I just saw that. It's so quiet. All right. We are actually ahead of schedule, which is great because I had some material that was not on the list, so we're doing well. Imam Yaqi, if I could invite you to make your way to the stage. We begin at Muslim weddings, we always want to recite the Holy Quran. So I will be translating for Imam Yaqi. He will be reciting in Arabic, and then he'll also make a dua or a prayer for the couple as well.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم
20 minutes battery time.
مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون.
Thank you. The translation. So the first was Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter of the Holy Quran. The translation is, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, the master of the day of judgment. You alone do we worship, and from you alone do we seek help. Take us on the straight path, the path of those on whom you have bestowed your grace, not of those who have incurred your wrath, nor of those who have gone astray. And then the other verse the Imam recited was from Surah Al-Rum, verse 21, which translates to, and it is among his signs that he has created for you wives from among yourselves, so that you may find tranquility in them. And he has created love and kindness between you. Surely in this there are signs for our people who reflect.
Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We did Nikah 3 days ago. And tonight we are celebrating the union between these two great people. Therefore, I'm going to recite the dua, and then we recite after me. Barakallahu lakuma wa baraka alaykuma wa jama'a baynakuma fi khair.
Round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you, Imam Yaqi. So before Sarah comes up here, sister of the groom, to say a few words, I want to give some words of wisdom myself. So now Zubi and Sadaf are married, and they no longer have to answer the question, so when are you getting married? Those invitations went out. That has been squashed. But for those of us that are still single, I want to share some things passed down to the next generation that I found work fantastically. So, if it's your parents, it's really easy, right? Mom and dad say, so when are you going to get married? And all you have to do is say, you know, Mom, Dad, after watching your marriage growing up, I don't know. I don't see the value. I don't know if it's for me, okay? If it's a family friend and you like them, and you see them tonight and they say, so when are you going to get married? Just say, tonight. We are at this beautiful venue. Everyone is dressed up. You pick them, I'll marry them. And then they'll laugh, and then you'll laugh, and then they'll let it go, and that's why you like them. We have two speakers tonight, one from the groom's side, one from the bride. Sarah is the older sister of Zubair, and she is going to give a speech. Give her a round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and peace be unto you. Welcome on behalf of our family, my mother Zora, of course, our late father Niaz, my sister Alia, and the extended Khan and Wahab family that are all here with us today.
We'll be back.
We also remember our beloved departed family members and honor the memories they left us by making new ones for the next generation who are here today. I would like to just take a quick moment to acknowledge that these are challenging times, both here in the U.S. and around the world, affecting us all in different ways. We ask God for continued strength and patience, and for His mercy for all those who are suffering around the world. In times like these, however, I'm reminded that it's a blessing to be able to come together as loved ones, as family, as friends, and as a community to celebrate the marriage of Zubi and Sadaf and the joining of our families. Many of you know, I'm the oldest child in our immediate family. I had 4 blissful years being an only child. Then my world came crashing down when first one sibling came and then another one quickly arrived soon after.
It made your life better.
Yeah. Although I may not have been a big fan at the time of his arrival, I certainly am one now. I promised I wouldn't embarrass Zubi too much today, but it's my right as the big sister to give him a little bit of ribbing. Sorry guys, I'm old school with my piece of paper here. Many of you know Zubi to be a quietly calm individual who listens and thinks more than he speaks. But I'm here to tell you that's not how it started. As a child, Zubi was full of energy. He was annoyingly inquisitive. He was very talkative. He was also prone to injuries due to his daredevil ways and forced our mother to change all of the locks in the house to keys just to contain him and keep him inside the house. We're still grateful, where's Uncle Riaz, for stitching him up many, many times, and to Auntie Afsa for allowing the stitching to happen in her kitchen. We should all be so lucky for such neighbors and friends. But he was also a true family guy, a team player, and loved being with people. As a child, he tolerated without complaint my sister and I dressing him up like a doll and taking him for walks in the neighborhood, just so he could be with us and spend time with us. And yes, makeup and jewelry may have been involved. If anyone wants pictures, come see me later. As a teenager, we did what many boys do and found new ways to test our patience and surprise us with increasingly ridiculous ways to spend time with his friends, this crew over here. I won't go into too many details. They have and brother. He has grown to become a well-loved and respected member of our family and community. I'll admit, the first time I saw him take the microphone as president of the Islamic Center and standing up in front of everyone, I thought, what is happening right now? Because in my mind, he's still that silly, fun-loving little brother. But my next thought, as I watched other people quiet down to listen to him, was the realization that in addition to being my little brother, he was also now a man of integrity and principles, underscored by his strong faith. He spent his adult years serving his family, his friends, his community in many ways. And frankly, this is who he is at the core of his being, someone who finds himself through service and devotion to others. I think most of us here can recall a time, or many times, when he jumped in to help out without hesitation or question. I know I speak for our entire family when I say how happy we are that his son and partner would return to the same for him. And I'll say, we are so excited to have you in our family, and for your family to become part of our extended family, continuing many years of friendship. I think that means that unfortunately you're all going to have to go out and buy black Suburbans. Sorry. In Zubi, you're getting a fiercely loyal, hardworking, gentle yet strong, always do the right kind of thing husband. With mutual love, respect, and kindness, you'll have this version of him for the rest of your life. One word of advice though, you'll ask yourself so many times throughout the course of your marriage, how much red sauce can one guy eat? Just lean in and always have a jar of marinara sauce available. It's also part of your marriage now. I hope you all will join me in celebrating the start of this wonderful new chapter in Zubi and Sada's life that we're all lucky enough to witness and be part of today. We pray that God blesses your marriage, increases your faith, and makes you protectors of one another. On behalf of our family, thank you all again for being with us today, and congratulations to the wonderful couple.
Thank you, Sarah. This is the sister of the bride. We went to Union College together, actually, long time ago. And she's going to give a speech as well. Shazi Bey.
I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to follow that, but thank you, Sada. Assalamu alaikum. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Shazia, the younger sister of the bride. To be clear, many people have asked, so younger. First, I want to say thank you all for being here. We have family and very dear friends from all over that came to celebrate with us. We're so grateful for you, and to the community we have here, the folks who have supported us the last 20 plus years, and continue to do so. I think I can speak on behalf of my family when I say we're so grateful for you. Now, on to the bride. Fun fact about Baji, she was an only child, had a sweet taste of that for nearly 7 years before I came along, and she was disappointed to find that I was not a baby brother. But she was ready with a solution. She did ask my mother to exchange me for a baby boy at the hospital, and was again disappointed to find that that's not how that works. So she eventually adjusted to having a younger sister, and I think adjusted beautifully to be an older sister, not just my Baji, but there are several people in this room who call her Baji as a result. And also probably several people that also have her as an emergency contact in several emergency contact. That's Baji. So I'd like to think it all worked out for the best. I, however, never really thought about what it would be like to have a brother. Because I figured if someone bullied me, Baji could and would take care of them. Yeah. And that's how I grew up, knowing Baji would be there no matter what. And that I wouldn't really have to share her until now. So the last few months, The last few months, I've been struggling with the idea that Baji isn't just going to be mine anymore. And I've decided to reframe this as gaining a brother instead of sharing my sister. So Zubi, after today, you will also be responsible for taking care of any of my bullies. So welcome to the family. Including her, she's one of them. She's on the list. Good luck. But in all seriousness, if I had to share her with anyone, I'm glad it's with someone who will look out for her and care for her the way everyone else, she has with everyone else, who can appreciate her perspective, her sense of humor, her love of 90s hip-hop and Golden Girls, and everything in between. You both deserve a lifetime of happiness, and I'm glad I'm here to celebrate with you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Shazia. So, okay, time for some real advice, some real marriage advice for you, Sadaf, because you kind of know Zubi, but we, friends of Zubi, really know Zubi, okay? So I want to give you some advice, so when you're like, what's wrong with my husband? Nothing. It's a Zubiism, okay? That's what we're calling it. So here's some Zubiism that you should know. When it happens, just let it go. So a lot of it's around what Zubi won't eat. And at first you're like, no big deal, everyone has diet restrictions, right? Sure. He doesn't drink coffee. Start there. No coffee, we're good. Okay, now I don't drink the coffee. You don't have to drink coffee. He's a tea man. No, not a tea man either. No tea, no coffee. Okay, it's a caffeine thing. No, we'll drink soda, caffeine. That's fine. But no coffee, no tea. Okay, well, that's not that weird. You know what's really weird? A Pakistani man that doesn't like mangoes. That's what's weird. Okay, I didn't know they ate that like this. What kind of Pakistani man doesn't like mangoes? Okay, not that bad. Anything else? Yeah, anything warm. Anything warm. You know what you use a microwave to get things ready to eat? Zubi refrigerates. Same thing in reverse, to get it cold enough that it's ready to eat. But there is one Zubiism that I love, that I've actually adopted, so I can't even knock them for it. I do it now too, and that's with pizza. Sarah alluded to it a little while ago, is every time you have pizza, you take the crust, you get a cup of marinara on the side, and then that crust becomes a breadstick and is fantastic. 10 out of 10 recommend. I got that from Zubi. I do that now too. So I appreciate that. Now, I don't care if the marinara is warm or cold. Some people are very, very particular.
भीगी भीगी सड़कों पे मैं तेरा इंतजार करूं, धीरे धीरे दिल की ज़मीं को तेरे ही नाम करूं, खुद को मैं यूं खो दूं कि फिर ना कभी पाऊं, हौले हौले जिंदगी को अब तेरे हवाले करूं, सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे, सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे, करम रे तेरा मुझ पे करम हुआ रे, सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे। मेरे सारे भरम रे सनम रे सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे सनम रे सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे बादलों की तरह ही तो तूने मुझ पे साया किया है बारिशों की तरह ही तो तूने खुशियों से भिगाया है आंधियों की तरह ही तो तूने होश को उड़ाया है मेरा मुकद्दर सवारा है यूं नया सवेरा जो लाया है तू तेरे संग ही बिताने हैं मुझको मेरे सारे जन्म रे सनम रे सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे सनम रे सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे करम रे तेरा मुझ पे करम हुआ रे सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे भीगी भीगी सड़कों पे मैं तेरा इंतजार करूं धीरे धीरे दिल की ज़मीं को तेरे ही नाम करूं खुद को मैं यूं खो दूं के फिर ना कभी पाऊं हौले हौले जिंदगी को अब तेरे हवाले करूं सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे सनम रे तू मेरा सनम हुआ रे करम रे